Here we are. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I'm doing it on the Wednesday for once, mostly because Monday was kind of messy and my face was. It was one of those days. You have one of those days, and well, first off, before we get into anything, I got this new dress. It goes spinny. Hopefully I didn't show off my underwear right there. Didn't mean to. I mean, it does. It does. You can do the spinny thing with it, and it's fantastic for that. Uh, but I'll probably knock things over if I really go hard on it. So we're not gonna. Uh, so that's nice. That's the good news. I apologize if I both look and sound like death warmed over. I woke up today. It is now 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a reasonable hour. But see, the thing is that I woke up at 3:30, because the meat tomb that my heart is encased in doesn't seem to understand the concept of extra sleep. So yesterday, as often I am at the end of the week, I'm just fucking exhausted. Absolutely, sense is not being made. There's things that need to be done, but I'm not doing them because I just don't got nothing. I got nothing. There's nothing in the tank, and so I go to bed at 8:30, which is old people hours. I understand that I've established I'm old, but also, work and capitalism and all of those things. You just got nothing, so sometimes you got to go to bed super early, like old people. Even if you're not old people, you may have experienced this yourself. So now you'd think go to bed at 8:30 and don't work the next day, and so you can be like, could have some extra hours of sleep. Instead of the usual waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, you could wake up at, say, 8? Would be nice. You got to get all this extra time to sleep, but no, the meat says, oh, well, we only ever sleep like 5 hours max, and we went to bed at 8:30, so 3:30 seems right for waking up. So my everything is just it is this, you see this as it is. Not really processing. Luckily it's been a pretty slow week personally for me. There's things going on, but they're not my stories to tell. They affect me, but like at 1 degree of removal. But I do really wish that 2025 would stop fucking with my friends. Everybody in general, but you kind of focus closest to home before you look out into the world. But 2025 is just, it's everything, not just the year. We attribute these things to years and be like, oh, well, this has been a particularly bad year, but maybe next year will be better. I've got the slideshow on the laptop over there, which you can't see because the camera's pointed this way. It always pops up all these pictures I've put on the computer for over the years, and I do one of these, like a New Year's picture every year. It's like kind of a Happy New Year's card thing. Put it up on Tumblr or Twitter or whatever social media that I'm using at the time. Send it to my friends, all those kind of things. And every year it's been like, wow, this last year really fucking sucked. Hopefully, 2023 will be better. And then the next one comes up and be like, 2023 really fucking sucked. But let's make 2024 better. You come to realize after a time that it just all just kind of sucks. There's just a lot of suck, unfortunately. This is the world that we have made, but also has been made for us, and it sucks. It sucks right now. It's just fucking with everybody, and it needs to. We need to stop it. It will not stop on its own. We will need to take the steps to stop it. Will that happen in 2026? I mean, I kind of feel like we just want the world to not be on fire for 2026, but that's still 2 months ahead. We're still here in October. This is a slow season. It's the fallow season. Like I said, I was gonna take, once we got the operation done, it's gonna take like a month. I don't know if I said this on the video diaries, but this is something that I kind of decided for myself. We're gonna take a month to just like kind of not do anything major and just kind of like recharge the batteries a little bit. I don't know if that worked, but we certainly didn't do anything major for this month. It's been real quiet. Got a new boss. I think I talked about that maybe the last week. I don't know. He seems decent enough, but the last boss also seemed decent enough, and then just got worn down by 3 years in our location to being kind of crap. Or maybe he was always kind of crap and just stopped having the energy or care to continue to lie and put on a friendly face for it. I mean, he was pretty friendly towards the end, but he was no longer a good liar. So, you know, hoping that the new boss remains relatively decent, or that I'm in a different job before the change occurs. Who knows? We hope. Like that's all we got going on our plate right at the moment. Kind of starting to look into um, the lasers on the face thing. That's going to be the last big thing I think that we have within our current means and capability to affect. As far as do you consider face lasers medical transition? I mean, I guess they kind of are, right? Like, it's a procedure that's being done to you. It's not a social side thing, but at the same time, it doesn't feel medical. I don't know. I mean, like, a doctor does it, I think. I don't know how it's done, like, in Japan, if they have to be doctors to do face lasers or not. I don't think, like, just any... I can't think of the Japanese language equivalent of Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's not coming to me right now, and it's not going to come in time to make the joke work. But like, I don't think just anybody can do face lasers in Japan. I don't think you just open up your own clinic if you buy your lasers. But yeah, we're going to be looking into that. That'll be starting in November, and hopefully it'll go smoothly. I mean, I say it'll be starting in November, but like that's the plan. I don't actually have any you know, the things, the appointments. I don't got any appointments or nothing like that yet. You may feel that I'm more scattered than usual right now, and it's because it's very cold in this apartment. It's definitely fall is here. I think it came like maybe within the last week or so. It's very, like, it's a knife edge. You can tell because one day your apartment will be way hotter than it is outside, and then the next day, your apartment will be way fucking colder than it is outside. But it is quite chilly outside as well, which means that the apartment right now, this dress is not appropriate for it. Like, I put this on for you. Y'all better fucking appreciate it, because I'm freezing, barely keeping my teeth from chattering here, which you would hear because the microphone is, like, right in my mouth. But it is unfortunately having the effect, I barely smoke this. It is having the effect of like completely scattering my thoughts. Like just suddenly it's like, oh my god, it's fucking cold, and whatever I was thinking of is just gone. It's gone somewhere else. So we're just gonna, I think, can I babble for like exactly a minute, and that will put us at 10? I don't know. Maybe I watched with a friend. I watched the Machine Girl. She's got a machine gun arm. The second time I've watched it. This first time sharing it with a friend. Actually, the pacing on this movie is kind of junk. Kind of, you notice it when you notice these flaws when you're watching it with a friend, and you're like, hey, here's this cool movie that I saw and I want to share it with you, and then you watch it, and you're just like, it's not really that good. But she does get a machine gun arm, and people do get explodinated quite frequently. It's real gory. It's funny though. Like the funny parts are really funny. The parts that don't work, like they don't particularly work. Yeah, I don't know. Look, some weeks you just they ain't nothing. There ain't nothing. Some weeks you're just alive, and that's okay. Happy with that. But like, do gotta go, so I'm gonna go. So, from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.